Dude, that's sick.
Welcome back to another episode. So, haven't posted in a while. A lot of things been going on, a lot of moving. We're in a new place again. So, driving down the road today, got smoke coming inside of the car. And couldn't figure out what it was. Smelled like rubber, smelled like plastic, couldn't figure it out. Well, let's take a look. So, if we go up underneath the car, actually, let's go to the back of the car first. You can see that there is a trail of oil. How long that trail's been going on? Probably like 15-minute drive, maybe 8-minute drive tops. But that's a lot of oil. So we're gonna figure out what that is and go over how to fix it. All right, let's get this tire off. Get some better coverage view. All right, off it goes. Yeah, that's oil. Just when it comes to diagnosing things like this, like big oil leaks, there's a couple things you want to remember. First thing is, we need to think about what under the car will leak oil while the vehicle is on. Because obviously, as you can see, it's not leaking currently because it's not on. So that's tip number one. Tip number two, the placement of the oil leak. Now I did move the car over that way a little bit since this big puddle has accrued, but that's the new puddle over there. So placement of your oil leak. It's on the right side of the car. All right, so we know that it's leaking from somewhere on the right side of the car. Secondly, it's a massive oil leak. It is sudden. It did not accrue over time. It was bam, happened immediately. So something catastrophic went wrong. So let's think about things that are on the right side of the engine that could have gone wrong, terribly wrong. So things that oil go through. For example, number one, we have our oil filter. We have our oil pan. We got our transmission pan. We know it's not transmission fluid because, you know, that's obviously oil. And also, our oil pressure sensor gauge, right there. Or oil pressure sensor. I'm gonna bet you that's what it is. So, in order to narrow that down and diagnose that as that being our main cause of leak, we're gonna start it and watch it leak. All right, let's find out. Start her up. Whoa, there it is. There's our problem. Oil pressure sensor gauge. You can cut it off now. All right, so we're gonna go to the store. We're gonna get the part. We're gonna come back and we're gonna fix it. Huge shout out to my new employer, Gallagher Automotive. If you live in the Greenville, Raleigh area and you need any kind of ADAS calibration or computer reprogramming, whether you have an airbag deployment or have connectors that need repair, give Gallagher Automotive a call. We'll hook you up. Let's make a stop at Harbor Freight first. Oh, this is gonna be a bad idea. Okay, I need one of these. And okay, I knew I wasn't gonna leave here without buying something expensive. No, probably shouldn't. Nope. Okay. All right, you sold me. Look, no more. I don't need anything else. All right, this is enough. I'm good. All right, let's get out of here. But I need one of these too. No. Well, it's not always a bad thing. It looks like I got 20% off anyways. I'm just gonna wait for them to bring it to me. Then I can go get parts and oil and all that stuff to fix our problem. Choo-choo! Whew, okay, before we get started, we're gonna put this together, all right? Ready, set. Oh, that's nice. I love magic. Okay, so now we're gonna finally get started on the car. So first off, we've already decided what the issue is. We've diagnosed our problem. We physically saw what the issue was. So I went to AutoZone and picked up an oil pressure switch. So let's get to changing this thing. So it's a deep socket. It's gonna be I believe 27 millimeter, and it's going to fit right over your sensor. So here's the new sensor. it's gonna fit right over it. It's gonna go right in, fit real snug, and be able to torque the old one out of the car, because especially if you're on coilovers, it's gonna be really, really hard to get that thing out of there since everything is a lot more tightly meshed than normal. So we're gonna go ahead and get that thing out. Okay, so I ended up having to break the top of the sensor off just to get the freaking socket on there. We're gonna switch cameras. Here we are. All right, got the socket on there. And we're just gonna take it off. Just keep in mind that oil's probably gonna come out. I've obviously already got a mess. So, because I pulled it into the garage not knowing that this was a problem. Here we have it. So these things like to go out after a while. Sometimes they break and crack in there. Other times they crack down the sides. Sometimes they just go out, the seals go out. I'm not sure how this one went. Anyways, put the new one back in. So we're not making so much of a mess. All right, we got it on there. This came off pretty good. We're gonna go ahead and plug this back in, the connector back into the back of your sensor there. There's also gonna be a little green rubber garment. Do not forget that. All right, and you're done changing it. Now, we gotta go replace all the oil that we lost, unfortunately. Little pro tip, go to Walmart, get you one of these. It's 12 quarts of oil, and it's only 60 bucks. You can't beat it. Before we go put oil in it, I kind of want to see the damage. Let's see, ooh, there's nothing on it. Goodness gracious. Yep, that's a big note. Big old notes. So I'm going to take my 4x5 quart jug and fill it up out of my 12 quart thing, so that way, you know, proper measurements always do you good. I don't have a funnel. I thought I had one. So we're going to eyeball it. Let's not make a mess. That's basically where our oil issue lies, our oil leak. Keep in mind that with these GM vehicles, mainly just GM vehicles in general, that oil pressure switch likes to go out like that. And when they go, man, do they go. Sometimes they give you little warning signs like we're leaking a little bit, we're dripping. Just like in my last video when I was doing, what was it, spacers? I spotted an oil leak somewhere, and I said it was probably coming from that sensor. Well, look at there. I was right, wasn't I? And that was my warning sign, and I ignored it, and it went comfortably. So keep an eye on that. Little oil leaks are signs and trails to something big. So thank y'all very much for watching. Go ahead and subscribe for me. If you have any suggestions, any comments, anything else that you might want to suggest for a future video, go ahead and leave it in the comments. Also, coming up soon, I am purchasing a body kit, and it's going to be about the Show Off 3 body kit. Putting it on. I have some connections in the collision industry. Some guys are going to hook me up with a good price on painting it. So whether I'm going to have them put it on or not sure. So stay tuned. That's probably going to be our next video. So thank you very much for watching, and drive easy.